anyone who focuses upon anything will attract more and more and more and more and more information around it, because law of attraction insists that it be that way. And the only thing that ever keeps something from evolving and expanding in a way that is really pleasing to you is that you think about it and you think about its opposite. I want it, but where is it? I want it, but where is it? I want to understand this, but I don't. I want to feel good, but I feel bad. In other words, when you think opposing thoughts right up on top of the thought, then you don't allow the progression. You just hold yourself in this place. You can't stand still, but you can move toward and away, 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 toward and away. So as you decide that you're going to begin focusing, and you're going to begin focusing deliberately, it will go really easily for you if you decide that you will start generally. And we want to say to you in an emphatic way, we may not have ever said this to you at all before, and so to start emphatically means it really matters. We're going to start emphatically by saying to you that if you will approach your life experience, your point of attraction, in terms of emotions, you're starting in a general place, and that will serve you really, really well. Because as you start in a general place of wanting to feel good, and you focus there by remembering things that did feel good, by reaching for thoughts that felt good to you, by really picking around the buffet of your world, the buffet of your family, the buffet of your husband, the buffet of your children, the buffet of your business associates, the buffet of strangers. And so as you are poking around the buffet that is surrounding you, and you are deliberately looking for things that you think will feel good when you come upon them, what will begin to happen, you're already doing it much of the time, but now you'll be doing it deliberately, you will begin to establish an emotional grid or an emotional vibrational foundation that will immediately begin to fill in with more detail. And the more you focus with a determination to feel good as you're focusing, the more the details that fill in around it will feel good too. Until, before you know it, these things will happen to you. First, you'll be having way more fun and you'll be feeling way better more of the time. And next, you will begin to accept the rightness of your place in the universe. You'll just feel adored. You will begin to feel the worthiness that you have been longing for in such amplified fashion, because when you establish a grid that feels good, only things that feel good to you can come to you. And you'll start using words, if you don't know about what we teach, you would use words like lucky. Oh, that was really lucky. That was really a really lucky thing that happened. And of course, there is never any luck involved unless you want to call luck law of attraction's response to the vibration that you're offering and subsequent bringing to you the things that match it. We'll go with you if you'll go there with us. In other words, that's as lucky as it gets. I am fortunate enough to know about law of attraction, and fortunate enough to be wise enough to be aware of how I feel, and fortunate enough to really care about how I feel, and fortunate enough to be willing to pay attention to the way I feel, that I will focus myself into an emotional general grid of happy thoughts, and in doing so, other things that match that will come to me with such detail and such specifics that I will then understand the power of the universe that I have held in my hands every day that I've been here, that now I am applying with deliberate intent. It is so much fun to be in this knowing place where the universe is responding to you and you know why. You know why. It's because of how I'm feeling. It's because of how I'm focusing. It's because of the vibration that I'm offering. So now as you move through your day, this is all happening whether you know that it is or not. So you have two choices. You can do it deliberately or you can do it by default. And the way you do it by default is by observing what's going on around you and just responding to what you're observing. We call it sloppy thinking or sloppy observing. Or the squeaky wheel syndrome, where the squeaky wheel gets your attention and it never feels good when you look there. And that squeaky wheel stuff will cause you to establish a vibrational grid that will fill in with louder squeaks until you become genius oil canners. Humans often measure their talents by how good they are at putting out brush fires. And we want to zap you with the desire to work with the laws of the universe instead of against them. Work with them. As you understand that your emotions are your friend and that there is so much good that wants you. So you have to be wondering, well, Abraham, there are a lot of things in this world that when I look at them, I feel negative emotion because they are simply not the way I want them to be. And we acknowledge you came to explore and to personally decide what your preferences are. You've chosen this diverse universe. You've chosen this diverse, specific planet upon which you are co-creating. Because in your diversity, there is the opportunity for each of you to come to your own personal conclusions. And once you do, the power of the universe, the power of source energy, the power of alignment will back you up and assist you in the achieving of that. But so often you have split energy about it because you've long ago come to the conclusion of what you want, but you keep picking away at the reasons about why you want it. I want it because that isn't good, and I want it because that isn't fair, and I want it because that doesn't feel good, and I want it because I don't like that. And we say, if you could just leave the I don't want part of it out of the equation sooner, then you would align with what you want, and you would come into vibrational alignment with the power of the universe. If you've been listening to us for a while, and you have, you've heard us offer many different examples in order to help you to get a sense of this vibrational beingness that is all of us. We explain to you that as you sift through this contrast in your human form, that in your observation of what's going on around you, in your focus, in your imagining, in your attention, in your focus is the best word. In your focus, you are emanating vibrational rockets, and they precede you. Knowing what you don't want causes you to send off a rocket of desire of what you do want. And then we explain to you that law of attraction gathers those preferred rockets and holds them in a vibrational holding pattern, really eternally for you, there as a beacon for you to tune yourself into. So this vortex that we've been talking about, some find it difficult to get their thoughts around something that they can't see. It's really the only problem that you have with your physicalness. You are so good at translating vibration into the physical equivalent through what you see and hear and smell and taste and touch, that you want everything to be tangible. You want manifestation to show itself to you right away. And so you sort of count on manifestations to observe in order to adjust the way you feel. If you're observing a pleasing manifestation, you feel good and you say, yes, I would like more of that, please, or I demand more of that, yes. I want more of these pleasing things because when I look at pleasing things, I'm pleased, so please me, you say to your children, to your employers, to your employees, to your friends, to your mates, to your parents. Please me because I want to feel good. I want to feel good. You don't really realize that the reason you do feel good is because you're in complete alignment with all that you really are. And when you're in complete alignment with all that you really are, you're being all that you really are. You don't know that that's why you want to feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. So please me because I want to feel good. And we say, that is so backwards. It doesn't even work that way at all. You must decide that you want to feel good and develop the self-discipline to look in the direction of what does feel good, whether it's past, present, or future. Focus upon what feels good, which means focus upon what's in your vortex, which means focus upon your inner being who stands in vibrational alignment with all that you have become. And when you focus in vibrational alignment with all that you have become, then what happens is you send out a singular vibration, not a mixed bag, know what I want, know what I don't want, a singular, steady signal. And in today's terminology, recently, if you've been listening to us in the last few weeks, we are calling that vibrational alignment, that basis of who you are. It's your vibrational grid. It's the vibrational framework that you were born with. It's this vibrational grid that when you line up with it, when you come into alignment with who you really are, your point of attraction is so powerful that anything that isn't in sync with it just bounces right off of it, bounces right off of it, bounces right off of it. And the good life, the path of least resistance, becomes what you're living. Now, sometimes you say, oh, path of least resistance sounds pretty lazy. And we say, those of you who have been attempting to apply the processes that we've been offering over all of these years would not call it a lazy effort, would you? because it takes some focus. It's not easy to be in this world with all of these opinions and all of these processes and all of these patterns of life and all of these manifestations, some of which you like and some of which you don't like. It's not an easy thing to be in this interconnected world, and it's more interconnected today than it has ever been. Oh, more now, more now, more now. Things are moving fast. More now, more now, more now. It's moving very fast. Your interconnectivity is moving so fast. And so this is the time, if there was ever to be a time, for you to find your true guidance and align with it, because there is so much opportunity to be called away from who you really are. And when you're called away from who you really are, mostly by your simple observation of the world or of a situation or of a person, when you're called away from who you are, you feel it. That's what negative emotion is. But when we began today, we told you that it was co-creating at its best, and we have certainly filled in that grid together, haven't we? It's exhilarating for us to focus with you out here on our leading edge. Not just your leading edge, our leading edge. While you are stirring up the details that are bringing desires into focus. And we want to acknowledge that the desire that exists as a result of this mass consciousness here in these physical bodies. And we're not just talking about humans, we're talking about all of the consciousness in all that exists. Bringing desire to a heightened point, higher than ever before. More summoning, more summoning. In other words, friends, most substantial grid ever. And then as individuals of consciousness, we each get to play the role that we choose in allowing the grid to fill in. The reason that we want to assure you of the well-being of your time-space reality is because, well, we might as well tell you, we're dominant with the grid thing. Our knowledge of your well-being is enough to sustain it. No matter what you do, you can't mess it up. But you can pinch yourself off and have a miserable afternoon. Or longer. We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey, and that is the reason that we've conveyed it with much more than words. It is exhilarating to us to feel you come into the alignment of that which you know. There is no homework in the sense that there's nothing that you need to remember here. But it is our promise to you that you are now forever changed as a result of what you've come to know in these hours that we've been together. Your grid has moved into a new vibrational patterning, and what fills in with it will be different, and it is our absolute expectation that you will notice it. We are appreciative of those who drag your physical bodies here, and we are appreciative of those who are all around the world who are tuning in to us at very odd times in some places. We are appreciating the consciousness that you bring to this forum, and it is our promise to you that there will always be a consciousness far greater and far more vast than you have any words or numbers to even understand, that are focused with you not only in powerful, important moments like this, but in every moment of your powerful and important experience. So watch for the sustaining well-being that surrounds you, and expect more things to go exactly, precisely, specifically your way. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain in the vortex.
Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel to appreciate our work.